Well, good afternoon, Monty. Welcome to Zeigler Ford Lincoln in Elkhart. I'm super excited to finally meet you. I know we've had a lot of emails and texts and things back and forth. Modern communication's great because we've kind of narrowed down, I think, what you're looking for. I also am really glad that you were able to take some time away from all the planning and getting ready for that big upcoming wedding in Chicago. Again, congratulations on the engagement. Now, this vehicle here is the 2020 Lincoln Corsair. It's a reserve all-wheel drive. I think this is going to be a right vehicle for you. I know you had mentioned in a few of the communications we've had that technology and safety are really important to you, but we also want to be conscious of your soon-to-be wife's budget and the fact that she does like a little performance in her vehicles, just like her men, right? Now, I believe every great vehicle is like a great marriage, and that's bringing together two beautiful things to become one beautiful machine. So Monty, if you can help me out here, just go ahead and put your hand right underneath here and lift straight up. Now, see how easy that is? Thanks to a quick release inside the vehicle, we're not over here fumbling around with the latch. And I don't know about you, but I've had some trouble finding things. Anyways, so in the vehicle here, we've got a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder motor. And what's nice about this here is it's going to give you all the performance that you're looking for, but make sure you're not stopping at every fuel station along the way. Now, this has got 250 horsepower, 280 pound-foot of torque, and it does so in a way that gets you up to 29 miles per gallon. So you're going to zip around the Dan Ryan back and forth getting ready for Chicago, but you're also going to make sure you're not stopping at every fuel station. Sounds good, right?
Yep, I like that.
What's nice about this is it's also matted to an 8-speed select shift transmission, and both are going to be covered under Lincoln's 6-year 70,000-mile powertrain, as well as a 4-year 50,000-mile bumper-to-bumper. Pretty awesome, huh?
Yep.
Now I'm going to go ahead and close this here, and I want to draw your attention to the front. Go ahead and run your hand right down the center of the Lincoln star there and feel right underneath that emblem. Feel it feels like almost like a bit of an M&M. Now that's the first of 4 cameras I'm going to point out on this vehicle. You mentioned technology and safety, and there's no better vehicle for that than the Lincoln Corsair. That camera is one of 4 cameras that puts together our Lincoln Co-Pilot's 360 Plus. It's one of the most all-inclusive, technologically advanced safety packages on the market today. And this camera works together with those park sensors to make sure that you've got adaptive cruise with your traffic jam alert. Yep. It's also going to provide you with your pre-collision warnings as well as emergency braking. Now, from the first camera, I'm going to bring us over here on the side to the second camera. And Monty, if you can do me a favor and go ahead and run your hand underneath the mirror there. Feel that? Yep. Now, that's the second camera on the vehicle. This mirror also houses our blind spot monitoring, which I know you mentioned is incredibly important. Again, when we're going on the 80-90, we want to be conscious of those vehicles in our blind spot, and that's going to really help you out with that.
Absolutely.
Now, technology isn't just inside the vehicle, and it's not just limited to safety. The Lincoln Corsair, one of the coolest things, and there's 4 ways to get inside this vehicle. Of course, we've got a keyless entry. We've also got a passive entry. We have our standard keypad on the vehicle, and probably the nicest, newest piece of technology, because we all have one of these, and that is our Lincoln Way app. Now, the free downloadable Lincoln Way app on this vehicle is going to allow you to unlock and lock your vehicle from anywhere in the world as long as you have cell or internet signal. You also can remote start your vehicle from anywhere. So on those cold nights, those cold days, get it fired up and you're ready to go.
Awesome.
But you can also use this to schedule your services. And with Lincoln, we've got a pickup and drop-off service that's really nice, as well as we're going to make sure you've got a Lincoln loaner. By the way, when we get back from our test drive, I do want to introduce you to Jack. He's one of our certified service advisors. He's going to be a good point of contact in addition to myself to make sure that we've got you taken care of on your service after the sale.
Okay, sounds good.
As we go along to the back of the vehicle here, I do want to draw your attention. Lincoln really prides themselves on its S-curve design. This S-curve design is really made to make this feel like a sculpture in motion. It's really meant to feel like a piece of art and not just a machine. We also, in addition to the S-curve, use what's called a floating or infinity, and that gives it a more modern luxury piece. We achieve this by blacking out all the pillars and the windows across the vehicle, so this feels, again, like a sculpture in motion, not just a standard vehicle. Pretty cool, huh?
Yep, it does. It looks very good.
Make our way on the back here. What I really like about this vehicle is we not only have our 3rd camera that I'm going to point out to you, we also have our park sensors, but we also do have built into the sides here, we do have our cross traffic alert. It's another great features of our Copilot 360 Plus. And what's nice about these here is in those cases where you are backing up, you don't have to kind of cheat your butt out and lean to see what's coming. You'll be able to see what's coming down the road, right?
Okay. Yeah, very
now, probably my favorite thing, and you're gonna have to help me out here a little bit, all right? Go ahead and swipe your foot underneath the tailgate there. We do have a hands-free power liftgate. There you go. And so the hands-free power liftgate that's on this is a piece of cake, isn't it? It is a piece of cake. Now, speaking of cake, I don't think you can have a proper wedding without great cake. So
Very true.
this I was able to fit in here thanks to the 34 cubic feet of cargo capacity, 57 and a half if we will fold down the seats. I'm going to go ahead and bring this guy out here, Monty, and I think we can actually kill two birds with one stone. Not only can we help your wife with that cake, but I think we can also get some cake testing out of the way. I don't know about you, planning the wedding's no fun, but I do appreciate some cake testing. So I've got cake for us here. Everybody likes cake. You want to go ahead and take one of those? What do you think there, Monty? Looks good? Absolutely. And of course, COVID friendly, I've got this already prepackaged for us. So go ahead there, take a taste. What do you think?
Well, we'll find out here.
Pretty cool, huh? Think that'll work? You can tell that you already got the cake taste out of the way, right?
I'm sure she'll appreciate it.
And even hands full, go ahead and swipe right underneath there. And we can also close up the tailgate too. Perfect. And it's going to go ahead and lock us for there. Perfect. Now, as we're making our way, you did mention a few times in emails that your groomsmen have really complained about the backseat current vehicle, right? So I don't think that's going to be much of an issue. Not only in the Corsair do we have a great leather surface that's heated thanks to that Elements package, but we also have the ability to recline these seats, and we can move these seats forward and back up to 6 inches.
Perfect.
Bring your attention here to the last of the 4 cameras I did mention. Go ahead and put your hand underneath there and feel that. Yep. Just like on the driver's side, we've got one there, and we've also got our blind spot monitoring as well. Pretty neat, huh?
Yep, absolutely.
Now we're going to make our way inside. If you want to go ahead and just put this over here, I want you to go ahead and get in the passenger seat, and I'm going to come around on the driver's seat for you, all right? Okay. Go ahead and hop on in there, and feel free to close the door. Now, Monty, unlike some of the other test drives you've been on, this is going to be incredibly important. And the reason I have you in the passenger seat today is because I want you to be able to focus on all the technology and infotainment in this vehicle. It's really easy to get bogged down with all the technology, and so I'm going to do something a little different. We're going to drive out to a turnaround point, and that way you can actually experience the technology firsthand while we're driving, and then you'll switch with me and experience the performance on the way back. Sound good? Yep. Cool. Well, I'm going to go ahead and fold these down here. Oop, there we go. Now, in this vehicle, you see there's a lot of great technology. XT4 that you've been looking at and the Audi Q5. We've got all the same technology, but we're not hindered or bogged down by all of the buttons in the vehicle. Thanks to some simple joysticks, we actually can keep our hands at 10 and 2, but also focus on the road. In a few situations where we do need to access that advanced technology like our lane keep or our forward collision warning, thanks to situational mapping, we can actually push this button and all of a sudden these buttons illuminate.
Oh, okay.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yep.
Now we've got a great 8-inch touchscreen here, which does have navigation, but I want to draw your attention right here. Go ahead and push that button, Monty. The beauty of this is all 4 cameras that we touched outside the vehicle are now stitched seamlessly together and create a cohesive image that really allows you to feel protected and safe in the vehicle, and you can see exactly what's around us, right?
Yep, love it.
Now, in your text, you did also mention that you're really conscious and have a lot of anxiety about parallel parking in downtown Chicago. Go ahead and push this P right there. Perfect. So that P there, there we go, is going to pull up our park assist. What's great about this here is for parallel and perpendicular parking, that is going to help us to really get where we need to be, and it's going to make sure you're going ahead and parking. Now, just below our piano key shifter here, after marriage, I can safely tell you this vehicle that is better or more than this, and that's marriage saver. Together all the technology to not only temperature control, but an automatic out, heated seats and ventilated seats. So when she's cold and you're hot, we can still take care of it. Now, before we take off here, I do want to draw your attention. We have drive modes in the all-wheel drive Lincoln Corsair. Okay. 5 distinct drive modes, including Excite and Deep Conditions. Those deep conditions are going to be really important as you're going through the snow, but Excite is the one I'm really excited to show you. So let's go ahead and turn this down to Excite.